look at me, now I'm here. I would never do that before. I'm Arezoo Azimi. I'm a PhD student at Heriot University RCCS group. I'm doing my PhD on EDRIC project, which is decarbonizing industrial clusters all over the UK. My specialty is finding the environmental hotspots in steel industry, so we can go toward having a carbon neutral industrial clusters. I'm a modeler. I'm working with computers. We are using a software for simulating all the process and then finding the emissions and suggesting some solutions how to decarbonize the whole industry. For example, by implementing new technologies or by having a carbon capture plant. When you are producing a piece of steel, in each of the step, you have a lot of carbon emissions, but some of the processes emit more carbon. So even the transportations, the mining, everything has its own carbon emissions. So we just have to find out which part has most emissions to find the hotspots and then find a solution to omit those emissions and then make it carbon neutral. I'm originally from Iran. I have born and raised there. I had studied my bachelor's and master's there. I always wanted to be working on the environmentalist subjects to make the planet a better place to live. I wanted to study PhD somewhere else. I knew that UK had so good opportunities for environmentalist subjects. I just applied for this position and I got accepted. Doing a PhD is kind of hard work. It takes a lot of energy. You have to research a lot. You have to learn a lot of new things. But I feel excited, really excited, because I'm doing my PhD in a very good group. Being a woman in industry and science could be really difficult. You may feel like an imposter sometimes, and it begins to feel like, oh, maybe I'm not good enough for what am I doing, but you can find your way. You should believe in yourself, but there are always some good people that can help you out of that situation. I've been given a very good question from one of the students, that is, how much carbon is too much? I think even a bit more carbon emission is too much burden on environment and nature. That is why we are working on this kind of projects to decarbonize industries, because we can't handle any more carbon emissions to the atmosphere. We want to be carbon neutral at the year 2050, and we reduce the carbon emissions to net zero. Okay, I think the best thing about being in EDRIC is that you have a very supporting group, a very good scientist around you, and they are all helpful. You can learn a lot. You can learn new things every single day. It makes me to challenge myself every single day to walk out of my safety zone For example, look at me. Now I'm here. I would never do that before.